Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, this story happened last Friday, and it's a sad story. This story is about this woman right here, 35 years old. Her name is Andrika McIntosh. And what happened to her is truly devastating. Not just for her, to the family as well, and the neighbors in the area where this crime occurred. This woman right here, Miss McIntosh, had came home 7 a.m. Friday morning to change her clothes and get ready for court. And she was gunned down by her soon-to-be ex-husband the day they were supposed to finalize their divorce in court. I'm going to play this press clip, and we'll come back and talk about this. And it's a lesson to be learned in this. Both ladies and gentlemen, you got to be careful when you're ending something that's lasted so long. Check it out.
First at 11, deadly domestic violence taking the life of a loving mother just hours before her divorce hearing. Good evening and welcome to 7 Action News at 11. I'm Carolyn Clifford.
And I'm Mike Duffy. Andrika McIntosh was shot and killed outside her home on Detroit's east side Friday morning. Police say when they arrived, her husband was standing over her with a gun in his hand.
7 Action News reporter Brett Cast is outside the courthouse where the suspect was formally arraigned. Brett?
Well, on Friday morning, Andrika was set to have a court hearing for her divorce. And just hours before, she stopped at home to get a change of clothes. And that's when her then husband, she was trying to leave, allegedly showed up with a gun and killed her.
She just had a heart of gold.
A single tragedy that touches dozens of lives. A mother of 7 killed in the midst of seeking a divorce. The man now charged in her murder is her husband of 13 years.
She just had the biggest heart. And for him to just take her away from us is just, just sad.
Before 8 a.m. on Friday, 35-year-old Andrika McIntosh was shot and killed outside her Detroit home on Gunston Street. Police say when they arrived, they found 6 shell casings and her husband, 35-year-old Breon McIntosh, standing over her with a gun. The two shared 6 kids together, including their 13-year-old daughter, Sanaya McIntosh.
My mom, she was a very caring person. She loved everybody.
Sanaya holds on to the countless memories spent with her mom. They were supposed to see Barbie together on Saturday and spent many summer days at Metro Beach Pool.
All of my siblings was inside of the pool, and we all splashed at her to get in, and so she got in with us.
Andrika's murder is the 8th domestic homicide in Wayne County this year. There have also been a number of cases outside the city, most recently in Saline, where a woman was shot and killed by an ex-boyfriend outside her work.
We have a lot of people victimizing people that they at one point purported to love.
Detroit Police Chief James White says the city is also facing this issue.
When you talk about intimate partner violence, we're seeing a slight uptick, but the level of violence is up, right? Where it's going from assaults to fatality.
As Andrika's family grieves, they say her death could have been prevented and hope something will change so others don't go through the same thing.
It really needs to stop. It's crazy. I feel like these men is not thinking about the life that they're leaving behind. They're not thinking about their children when they take their mother.
Now, if you are in need of any assistance, we will have a link to some resources on our website, wxyz.com. Andrika's family has also launched a GoFundMe to help raise her 7 children. We'll have a link to that on our website as well.
All right, guys, that's the sad story of what happened between Miss McIntosh and her husband, soon-to-be ex-husband. Well, ex-husband now. I want to talk about 3 things, maybe 4 things that, a lot of people don't think about when crimes like this happen. Divorce is never easy. I myself am going through a divorce. Things are what they are. You know what I'm saying? Can't change it. Can't change the past. Deal with the future. Be at peace. It is what it is. But in this situation, it's a little bit different. They were together, 13 years? Share 6 of 7 children. And she's 35, he's 35, I think it said. And they've been married for quite some time, 13 years being with one woman, experiencing life and different adventures and different type, ups and downs. all the while having children and watching them grow under one roof with you is very hard for a man to let go. Now, I'm not condoning what he did. That was some goofy stuff. That was some coward stuff. But you never know the mind of a man that's about to feel as though he is losing everything. That's one thing I want you to understand. This man chased this woman down the street and shot her where she came to the house. No excuse for that. But for that type of behavior, there's something going on in the relationship where he felt a greater reality of starting over and the fact that his legacy was falling apart. Remember, guys, as men, we build legacies. You'll take a wife, get married, start your own journey, build your own legacy with your own children bearing your name, the way you set out an example, and lead these people, your wife, and those that you produce after you in a shining example moving forward in the future to make things better in life. It's a preservation of name. With those three things, a lot of times divorce brings this out between men and women. Disappointment. These are different emotions that they go through. And this is why it's tough on two people. They go through disappointment. Where did they go wrong? Another thing is they go through embarrassment. What will people think about the reason why we got divorced or that I'm not married no more? It's like embarrassment. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people can't get past that. Man, you was married that long. Now you got to explain what you don't have to explain. But a lot of people feel as though they do. And it brings up the hurt that one or both people experience. And the third thing, is rejection. A lot of people can't get over the fact that somebody that they once loved or still love does not want them no more. That's something to really think about. 13 years married, 6 children. It wasn't enough to keep them together. Now, I don't know what made these people separate and go their own way and divorce. I don't know. But I mean, a lot of times it's better to seek therapy instead of having stuff bottled up. My first divorce with my first wife in like the 90s, late 90s, right, was devastating to me. It was devastating because, I mean, being married, I think I was married 7 years, but I mean, we weren't together that whole time, but just the fact of thinking, okay, maybe we can reconcile or this or that. I was young. I didn't have no male counseling at that time. I didn't know nothing about counseling, just dealt with the depression. It's real. Now, I think he should have got some help. Another thing is this, and this is big. I want you to hear me. The after effects of the divorce, i.e., asset allocation, children included. Was he going to take some kids? Was she going to keep the kids? There were assets. See, this type of divorce is different than a lot of divorces. When you don't have no kids, it's just you and her, and y'all don't have assets or houses. It's an even split. Y'all can just go your own way. But when you have children and property or whatever, because it said she had a home, so they had a house. A lot of times, that's a serious fight. Who deserves the house? Who bought the house? Sometimes women say, hey, I got the children. The state usually awards them the house because the kids got to have somewhere to live. A lot of times the men are like, hey, I put my blood, sweat, and tears in this person and that. If they don't want me, they can go their own way. They can take the kids, go there. Or sometimes men be like, I'm taking the kids and everything. It don't usually work out like that. It's a depressive reality. I think this guy realized from his lawyer or just not having a lawyer that, hey, man, this is not going to go your way. And he just sat around, thought about it. And then, you know what? I'm going to take the law in my own hands. I can't let this happen. It's the embarrassment. Sometimes it's like men feel like they have a slap in the face. And I mean, I'm only speaking from this standpoint. I mean, because as a man, I know what I've experienced in divorces I've been through. Now, have I wanted to go and shoot somebody? No. But I mean, everybody don't have the same mindset, and everybody cannot deal with loss the same way. third and final thing I want to talk about with this situation is a lot of fear of the future. A lot of times people can't see themselves being with somebody else after being with them so long. You build your life around somebody and, you know, that's all you think about. And then to have that taken away from you, or that person say, hey, you know what, I want to jump out of this protective hedge you got for me and go my own way. A lot of times it goes back to what I said, disappointment. What did I do wrong? How come it didn't work? A lot of people can't take that. And you see this on both sides. I mean, it's not just guys killing women, it's women killing guys too. And that's the scary part. It's okay to walk away. It's okay to be like, okay, look, if you don't want to be with me, because I look at it like this, if you don't want to be with me, go your own way. You know what I'm saying? And if you leave me and then you do something crazy where it's warrant for me to leave you, you be somebody else's headache. I wasn't right for you. And that's okay. It's okay. Seek therapy if you need help. Because this lady had boys and girls. And I want you to really think about that. He's gone. You left your children unprotected. That's why I give you no respect, bro. You left your children unrespected because of a childish, selfish act that you wanted to take out on a woman that you claim you love. I'll say it before. You love somebody, you protect them. Now you're in jail, probably for the rest of your life. Your children are going to be raised by somebody else. They're out there in the wilderness right now without your protection. And I want you guys to think about that. When these guys go out here and do this type of stuff in crimes of passion, it creates ripple effects that affect generations. They were probably close to their mother. I'm sure they were. Now she's gone. So the fear of loss he had in that marriage trickles down to them from parenthood. You see how the web goes? Everybody's suffering. This man devastated sisters of this girl and his own children. How you think they feel about you moving forward? I can't stomach that. I don't operate like that either. But I mean, everybody thinks differently. This right here is a sad, sad thing. And it's a reality. People are killing people over being boyfriend and girlfriend. This is man and wife, 13 years, 6 children amongst them. It's hard sometimes, you know, but I mean, people have a right to pick and choose who they want to be with. And I mean, this hurt a lot of people. Leave me a comment, man. Tell me what y'all think. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. Take care.